right. YouTube side, before we launch on the TikTok side, I had to do it because you guys talked about it, right? It's not like good. I can't do good morning Vietnam because or good morning YouTube because it's not really. For some people, it's morning. It's afternoon here, so I'll roll with that. Good afternoon, YouTube. I'll channel my Robin Williams there. It's good to see everybody. Now I'll launch on the TikTok side as well. How's everybody doing? Playing football. Favorite Thanksgiving tradition. Candy Thunder, what would you say your favorite Thanksgiving tradition is? Pecan pie? I didn't say food, I said tradition. Pecan pie.
My sister's pecan pie.
Nabby, 0600 there? That'll work. Ellen, hey-yo. Hey-yo. Thank you for the reminder. Please remember to like the live once you jump in. Please remember to like and share the live. Even better, greatly appreciate your love and helping us get in front of other people there. What's up, Real Broad? Good to see you. Juliet, hello there. Sarah's officially. Ash, what's up? Elizabeth, what is Thanksgiving? It is a thing in the United States where we give thanks. Really, everybody gets together and eats turkey and lots of food. Yep. Yep. Ellen, you got beautiful weather today? Mimosas while watching the parade. Hey-oh, that sounds like a good time. Sue Beck, thanks so much for the share. Sarah S. officially as well. Crimson Marie, thanks for the share. I appreciate that. Shannon Cross, member for 7 months in the gosh heckin' Thunder Crew. Heck yeah. Mercy, getting time off, LOL, and pumpkin pie. Danny, watching Thanksgiving Day parade, and then football. Go Lions, she says. What a great year for the Lions. My goodness. Hatter, gonna be honest, I hate Thanksgiving and Christmas. Doing all the cooking, prepping, organizing, the planning since your mom passed is the worst time of year. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. The holidays are really hard for people who have lost family members. So, we all need to keep that in mind. But you got us now. Not that we're gonna come over and make your Thanksgiving dinner, but you got us. We're fam.
Vent your frustrations.
Hey, Hazel Love, you know what? You're speaking to me there. Hazel Love says my special leftover sandwich. Yeah, the Moist Maker sandwich, right? It is the sandwich. The leftover sandwich is fantastic. That's like a Black Friday tradition, right? Also, if you weren't here for the last live, we talked about the slight possibility of Candy Thunder and I visiting some stores on Black Friday and live streaming while we do it. I still don't know that that's going to happen. We used to do it way before this channel became a thing, just to be stupid and have fun, because I detested going and doing that kind of shopping, but decided I was going to make it fun, so I'd live stream and let people know, like in the Joplin area, like how bad each of the stores were, and we just made it a fun thing. So we might do that kind of thing again, maybe. We'll see if our family gets over this month-long sickness by then. Well, we're only like a week and a half away. Oh my gosh. Thanksgiving's next week. That's bonkers. Ashley T, that's awesome. You're gonna be hosting. You're taking over the duties of hosting. That's awesome. Look at you go. Surinamese and Antillean Caribbean food. That sounds damn good. Sweet memories. This year did go fast. It's wild. Bev, we'll talk about that here shortly, about this next week's stream. Senior nephews, Cake the Rogue. Heck yeah. Kayla, thanks for the share. Kate Turner also. Candy CLKB sharing as well. Thank you so much. Being with family. It feels hollow. Not excited for turkey, Yoko. You know, a lot of people do Chinese food with those holidays. They see me bowling. Don't do Thanksgiving in Australia. Fun fact, I'm working on a project right now that might be reaching you next year. We're going to be doing some ads related to the World Cup, which will be in the States. Will be in the Americas next year, and I think it's in 26. I'm not sure, but But we've got some videos that we're working on that are actually going to go out to the Aussies and to New Zealand and Germany as well, and the UK. So a lot of our work and probably my voice will be on some commercials that you might actually end up seeing. Kay Turner with all the shares. Thanks so much for the love. We do have a shares goal today of 12 hundo like last time. You guys have been crushing those. We have a likes goal of 600K today. Always wanted to experience pumpkin pie. It's so good. It's so good. So good. What's up? You don't have, it's okay that you don't like pumpkin pie, Tater.
No, but I feel
You feel like sacrilege because you don't like pumpkin pie?
I don't care.
I don't like whipped cream.
That's what.
And
You should be embarrassed.
I don't like whipped cream and I don't care. Judge me if you want. Also don't like sour cream. Maybe it's just the word cream that I have some kind of opposition to. I don't know. Hey, Melanie with the lightning bolts. Bailey Chapman just passed 350, still going with the lightning bolts in East Moon. Angel Mayu, Pink with the heart me there. Chick Chief sending some gifts through, including a hundo lightning bolts. Jenny Lee, Melanie rolling with life. Aunt Sue, Dean Johnson, Amaldine Shepherd, Cat Renner, Leadham. Heck yes, in the gosh heckin' fam. 20-month subscriber. Look at you. Committing for the long haul. Heck yeah. Andromeda Amber, real broad in a housewife world with all kinds of stuff there too. Amaldine Shepherd, that Alaska girl. Ben or something or other. Nita, Myra Catalina. Candy CLKB Fane, real broad again there. Thanks so much for the love, guys. We appreciate that. Quiet Knitter, Jerry Hill. Bailey Chapman ended up with 450. Anna Hartman dropping some as well. Queen Bee, Pug Mom, you guys are awesome. Emily Johnson dropping the first super on the YouTube side. Says, love having hubs home for the holiday. Heck yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Donna Johnson doesn't like pumpkin pie either. So you guys can go live on an island by yourselves. Just kidding. It's fine. There's plenty of stuff that I don't like that most people do. Dude, it's Nikki. You stay up until like 2 to 3 a.m. playing cards and games with the family? That's awesome. We normally, I want to say we get into some family games. I'm thinking about David from Schitt's Creek and his, how he treats games night. It's like, there's a very specific set of rules attached to it, right? Games night. Tin Haku says apple pie is better than pumpkin pie. I like pie. Pie. I don't know that there's a kind of pie I don't like. You know what's really good? It's just really good to me. Pretty much nobody else in the family eats it except for Kieran. She ate some. The Marie Callender's razzleberry pie. But you got to do like the egg brush topping on top. It's really good. Candy Thunder doesn't like it. Nobody else in the family liked it.
I did it for you.
I know. You made it. I mean, yeah. You made it. Yeah. I know, Juliet. We're always talking about food. This is all Candy Thunder's fault. It was favorite Thanksgiving tradition, and then she said pecan pie. A pie tower? No, real broad. What is a pie tower? What is this? Dude, it's Nikki, currently chilling in the car, waiting on your second catering job for the day so you can go home. Exhausted. What's up, Hannah's on Prime? Good to see you there. Oma loves Disney. Good to see you in here. Ta with the share. Thanks so much for that. We'll get started here in just a moment here. Jody Everything Adventures with Pam. Sergeant Mac, definitely want to be a part of it. Ooh, Adam, mother-in-law gets a French silk pie for Thanksgiving because she knows you love it. That's awesome. Alaria, spending time with your parents? Heck yes. Candy Thunder's sister makes a hellaciously good pecan pie. Pecan pie, so good. So good and tasty. Gonna love the wedding because there will be dessert buffet instead of a large wedding cake? Hell yeah. Dessert buffet is the way to go. It is the way to go. Turkey coma. That's awesome. Man, for like the past month since this bug has been going through our house, I haven't had much of an appetite, and I'd swear if it's not gone by Thanksgiving, like I'm still gonna eat the same amount of food. I may just have to divvy it up over several days. Hey, Karen Shaper Cutter, Charlotte Arnold, just past 150 on the bolts and still going. Just Mags, Veronica, Charlotte Arnold, Ilaria, Flower Farming Mama, Mama Says So, Olivia Marie, Veronica, Adventures with Pam, Just Mags, Deidre. Thanks so much for the love. Bailey Chapman, LJ, Queen Bee, Pug Mom, Anna Hotsman, Quiet Knitter, Jerry Hill, Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling here. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' Stream on today, the 20th of November in the year 2024. We're going to have fun today. Thank you so much for being here with us. We're going to be kind of talking Thanksgiving. I know it's not celebrated all across the world, but our brains and our schedules are definitely getting geared up for Thanksgiving here, which, speaking of, next Wednesday, we will not have a live. We're going to be taking that time to spend with family, so no live next Wednesday. We will have one next Sunday, this coming Sunday. And also, YouTube members, remember, tomorrow night is our very first member exclusive live from the new home podcast studio. So that is going to be a hell of a time. We haven't tested any of it yet. So we got to do that tonight, make sure everything's going to work for tomorrow. But we are definitely looking forward to it. Coming up, we have stories about family vacations without the whole family, office lunch order paybacks, not catering to wedding catering requests, Christmas on a budget, surprise vacations gone wrong, pressuring spouses into taking jobs. We also have 2 spicy stories and a petty revenge cake story. Petty revenge and cake, I swear if it's weaponized cake, we're going to have a problem. The first goal on the TikTok side is 4K bolts to get Candy Thunder up here on the TikTok side, and a $25 super goal on the YouTube side for confetti. I did see there's the astronaut or astronaut helmet on the YouTube side for an unlock later on there too. The share goal today is 12 hundo. Make sure you're sharing the live as well as tapping the screen to like it. It does help us get in front of new people and we greatly appreciate it. We have 2 days left on the collab with 9line. I don't know if you've seen this shirt yet. Here it is. This is the Ascon Shale. This is the Ascon Shale. The Ascon scale design that 9line apparel came up with. We have this collab going. It is a pre-sale, so you can pre-order through the 25th. Is it 25th, 22nd? I don't know. You can still pre-order right now. 22nd?
2 days.
2 days left. So if you have not ordered yours yet, go order it. They're going to start sending these out on the 29th. So get your order in now if you have not done that yet. Caden Thunder, are you wearing yours today? Do you have yours on now?
No, I don't.
Okay, when Caden Thunder comes up to say hi, he'll be modeling it for you. So you'll get to see it live in action here. I ordered a long sleeve tee and a hoodie. I'm super pumped about that. They also have a hoodie. It's called a tailgater hoodie that has like a bottle or can sock in the middle there. It's weird to illustrate that without wearing one because it just looks like I'm pointing in awkward directions. Sorry, I'm going to beat the shit out of the microphone there too. We have a couple days left. Super pumped about that. You'll see it on Caden Thunder here shortly. And the link for this is in our bio Linktree. Linktree link is there now. I had some issues getting the right link there and had an extra character. So the Linktree link didn't work for a minute. That's all on me. It is good to go now. You can find it there. Or you can go to 9line's site as well. 9lineapparel.com, I believe. We will have separate goals on TikTok and YouTube today like we have been doing. So we'll keep you up to speed on that. Make sure you're subscribed on the YouTube side to stay up to date on all the latest content. As a reminder, everything gets posted to YouTube. Only a small fraction of the content gets posted on the TikTok side. And we also have a paid membership on the YouTube side that's called the Thunder Crew, which has quite a bit of member exclusive content and lives, including a member exclusive live tomorrow night, which I mentioned earlier. The first one we're doing in the home studio, which we have to test tonight. We were supposed to do it last night, but with the sickness and crazy schedules, I just moved that calendar event to tonight. So yeah,
My eyes are getting glassy.
we're not gonna go live or use this content for anything. We just have to schedule it so we can stumble in there in our PJs, and as long as we test everything out, we'll be
I'll
fine.
be in my PJs on Thursday too.
You're gonna be in your PJs on Thursday too?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
for the
PJ
member
party.
it's a PJ party, member exclusive live. I'm down for that. I'm down. Quick note, next week, I mentioned this a minute ago, but we will not be having a Wednesday stream. We're taking some time to enjoy with family and prep for Thanksgiving on Thursday, so we're going to be taking the day off from streaming. You never know, though. There could be a surprise VIP live sometime next week.
On Thanksgiving.
Stay tuned. We'll drop more info on that if and when it happens. We're also going to be doing this today. Wheel of Thunder just completely crapped out on me. Oh! It crapped out on me. It started, stopped, and then it finished. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. So the Wheel of Thunder is going to be spun in the VIP live that happens immediately following the public live today. So we'll start around 5:15-ish. And we spin for fun prizes like words or hard pens, keychains, that kind of stuff. We've got some new cool stuff on the way too. And as a reminder, this stuff's not for sale anywhere. So the only way that you can get it is through Wheel of Thunder wins. Reminder today, keep chat positive and respectful. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion, of course, and we're not all going to agree, but you can present your opinion in a respectful manner and not be a shit stirrer and try to cause fights with other people. We don't do any kind of political debate here. We don't do any kind of religious debate here, so stay away from those topics. Also, don't spoil stories that you know the ending to, or you will get your butt muted, if not booted. So stay away from that, please. And with that, get out your gosh heckin' brooms. Mama Kitty, you never get on the wheels. So if you're in VIP, we do the whole... we have the top gifter wheel, but then we have a wheel for that's completely separate, and we do separate. We do like a separate phrase for the TikTok and YouTube side, and it's like the first 7 people that say it, that type it, comment it. We go through and put them on there. So there is a chance for people who aren't on the top gifter wheel to get on there. You think the wheel said it's only used one day a week instead of the Sunday live as well? We just don't do the VIP on the Sunday live. Yeah, Sergeant Mac, you may advocate for Dusty Candy 2028. We did establish that on Sunday. Not that it'll happen.
Candy Dusty.
Yeah, it'd be Candy Dusty, not Dusty Candy. That's right. Yep. Yeah. No, I think we did. I wouldn't be VP. I'd be the first lady, first gentleman, whatever that would come. I don't know. The first dude. I'd be the first beard. I'll take it. All right, you guys ready to dive into a story? All right, here we go. Let's dive in. We're at 2760 of 4K on the Bolt goal right now. You guys are already at 50%, past 50% on the shares goal. Look at you go. Look at you go. Not the first beard. All right, here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty with another Reddit story for you. This one is from AITA and is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Planning a Disney Trip Without My Stepdaughter and Leaving Her with Her Father? Well, I don't like the sound of it, OP. I'll tell you that much. We'll start the poll here. 1 minute poll. Starting now, TikTok side, YouTube side, please vote with a comment. Am I the astronaut for planning a Disney trip without my stepdaughter and leaving her with her father? If this is your first time here, I'll make you do a quick explanation here. So right now, we're just playing a little game where we guess how big of an astronaut OP is going to end up being. OP is original poster. Astronaut is our term for a-hole. I don't know why I'm abbreviating it. We dropped the F-bomb on here. So, but our scale is based on the U.S. military's DEFCON scale. 1 is the worst, 4 is the least amount of asshole. And 4 is you could have done it differently. 3 is should have done it differently. 2 is definitely should not have done that. And 1 is you're a terrible human. There's also NTA, which is not the astronaut. ESH is everyone sucks here. And you can vote those ways as well. It looks like ASCON 1 is taken off with it here. And you know what? I got to agree with it just based off of the vibe from the title. Boom. Boom. And the C word? Yeah. But a-hole. I'll abbreviate a-hole. OMA, yeah. Am I the astronaut for planning a Disney trip without my stepdaughter and leaving her with her father? Yeah, it's not ideal. 41% went ASCON 1. Let's find out. I, 41 female, and my husband, 41 male, have 4 children. I have 1 child from a previous relationship. He has 2, and we have 1 together. We have always treated the children as equally as possible. Though with extended family, they don't always go on the same trips if we don't go. Example, his parents take his children on vacations and my child doesn't want to go without me. This has never been an issue, but when we plan trips, we always take everyone. The problem is that my stepdaughter, 16 female, doesn't really like anything that anyone else does, or she will like it until someone else does. Example, she really wanted to go on a winter trip to Colorado for skiing. None of the other children were that excited, but seeing as it's hard to find things she does like, we went. She was excited until the other kids started enjoying it too, and then she wanted to leave.
What?
That doesn't make any sense. Does not compute. Although most moody teenager things do not compute for me. So it could just be as simple as that. This is pretty much what happens when we went on trips to the zoo, museums, anything. And if the other people are already happy about it, she immediately hates the idea. We thought maybe she just wanted time with each parent alone. So we did that with both her mom and dad. She still complained the whole time. Her counselor said maybe she wants activities with both parents to show they get along. They did that, but if they show any enjoyment at all, she hates whatever they're doing. We've done girl days with her mom and I, and she hates it. We have found the less enthusiastic we are, the more she wants to do it. Look, I'm not going to enjoy this unless you're in pain, okay? Because what I really enjoy is you being in pain. That's the vibe I'm getting right now. I enjoy other people's misery. I don't care where it happens. This applies to meals, too. If someone else likes something, she finds a way to criticize it. It's like she can't let anyone else enjoy anything. She also likes things more if no one else wants to do them. This also happens when she goes with her aunt and cousins. Her sister is not like this at all. We asked her if she has any insight. Their mother has too, and she comes up with nothing other than she's just a bitch and shrugs. We let her choose other day trips, told her she can bring her friend, but it's the same. If she sees someone like something she chose, she complains and says it was her idea, like no one else can enjoy it. So she's like gatekeeping joy? So this year, we had been talking about Disney for a while. My nephew has cancer and has always wanted to go with us because he has no siblings and not many friends because he's missed a lot of school. Stepdaughter said it was stupid as soon as everyone else wanted to go. Her father said he would have a lot of work to catch up on when he got back. He does seasonal work and has to take the work while he can. The kids agreed that they wanted to go and he wanted us to. So I made the plans and we decided to go back another year with all of us. I made the reservations for myself, sister, nephew, and 3 of our children, deciding stepdaughter can stay back with dad since she didn't want to go anyway. My husband says AITA for not planning for her to come too, but I don't want her ruining the trip with complaints with my nephew there. Am I the astronaut? Edit, to clarify, I asked stepdaughter multiple times if she wanted to go as I planned, so I would know at each stage if she had changed her mind. She was adamant every time she did not want to go. Her dad says she always says she doesn't want to go, but would regret missing out. This is based on last summer's vacation when she said she didn't want to go, but loved it. We were at a campground and it rained the whole time. We were pretty miserable, but she thought it was funny. I did get a Wednesday Addams vibe from this. It's like other people's misery. She finds joy in. Now here's where the pickle comes in. The pickle comes in because OP, you made this decision without talking to your partner, right? So husband says you're the asshole for not planning for her to come too. Now she said she didn't want to go. Said no. But if you made this final confirmation without discussing it with your partner, you have a little bit of an astronaut responsibility there. Nowhere near the one that we initially gave you because your title painted you to be a villain. Good job on that. But you have to accept a little bit of responsibility because you made the final call without your partner. You say you don't think so, Candy Thunder? Pop up here. Pop on up here, Tater. With your Rachel's Thanksgiving trifle shirt on. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
I think Dad's pissed because now he has to stay home with her.
Mm.
And she's the one kid that's going to be left at home. So he's pissed, and now his wife's an asshole because he has to stay home with his daughter. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would not.
You're probably right.
I would not ruin my vacation for a nephew that has cancer based on someone who I know was going to ruin it. I would not bring them. And they already said they don't want to come. So she's old enough to make that decision. She made that decision. I'm not going to ruin a vacation based on this. And here's the thing that makes me feel solid in what I'm saying. It's not a stepdaughter versus mom versus stepmom. All 3 parents feel the same way.
Yeah.
All 3 parents are on the same page. All 3 parents are dealing with this opposition. All 3 parents are dealing with it on the same page. So to me, they're presenting a united front. And I think the right decision is for her not to go. And maybe that's what she needs, because right now they're catering to everything that she is doing. And sure, she could have something totally going on. We don't know. We do know that she's in counseling. We do know that she's in therapy. We don't know what is going on, like, mentally, and why she feels the way that she does. But you can't punish the rest of the family because she feels this way. You can't put that on the mom to deal with that when she's taking her nephew who is sick.
No, I agree that her not going is the right call. But if she booked the reservations, booked the trip,
Yeah.
without being like, hey, honey, I'm just heads up. She said no, so I'm not including her in this trip. Because the way that
she
it
should have
sounds,
told him. I agree.
The way that it sounds is that she didn't tell him at all during that process. But surely he would have known that she had said no all these times.
I think there were probably conversations, but never any definite plans. And so when she made those definite plans, maybe she didn't include him, but he already probably knew. But he didn't know that it was definite. That he didn't know that it was in the books.
Yeah.
And so. Or maybe he just wasn't paying attention.
No,
I don't know.
she is in counseling because Obi did talk about her counselor's opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going through counseling. I mean, it sounds like they're doing what they can there, but somebody reveling in the role of being the party pooper is concerning.
It's very concerning. And somebody said, and maybe Ellen, I don't think Dr. Sweets is here, but like oppositional defiant disorder. I don't know if this falls into that. And at the end of the day, like, there has to be some kind of solution, and maybe her not getting to participate is something that the pain creates change. And maybe she'll understand that if she acts this way, she's going to miss out, because the rest of the world isn't going to want to deal with this attitude when she gets into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's old enough now that she needs to start thinking ahead, and the public is not going to accept this no matter what is going on. Like, they're not going to accept this type of behavior. It's going to be shunned. Nobody's going to want to be around her.
So the complicated thing here is that what you and I would perceive as pain, she perceives as joy. And what you and I would perceive as joy, she perceives as pain. So, pain creates change, but we have to approach this differently.
Thank you,
with
Angel
a case
Arsenic.
like this.
Thank
we have
you.
to approach it differently. We have to create joy in others to equal pain to her. Right? So if this is going to be the pain that creates change, OP, this has to be the most joyous trip you've ever been on. And that joy has to be very visible to her. And she's missing out on it. And maybe at some point there, like her not having the power to shit on that joy, maybe that's the pain.
Yeah. But then I guess if she starts doing it again and just shits on joy, I don't know. I don't know what I would do in this situation, but I know that I would not change my plans, and I would not include her in my plans, because she already said no. She already told you what she wanted. You're following through and listening to what she said.
Yeah.
And she's old enough to make that decision. But I also strongly believe at some point she has to take responsibility for her actions. And whether that's a solution to find out what's causing her to act like this, or if this is just who she is, she's going to have to take responsibility for that.
Yeah.
What is she, 14, 15? What did it say?
16.
16. Yeah. She's
old enough
to take responsibility.
Yes.
And it seems to me like the parents are doing everything they can, and she's just shitting on it. And I would not let that affect my trip where I'm taking my sick nephew to Disney. Like, I'm just not going to do it.
I agree. And again, I agree that her not going is the right call.
Yes.
It's just the communication piece moving through this, where he shouldn't have, hubby shouldn't have had an opportunity to say that you're the asshole for not planning for her to come, because it should have been clear as an empty wine glass that that this was happening, right? That's the only thing I have an issue with. So Candy Thunder and the vast majority of other people, I believe, are NTA here. I'm probably at a 4, just because she could have done this differently by communicating with spouse. And maybe that even gets her up to 3 category here. But they did, there's no way that hubby was oblivious to this. I mean, your theory and the theory of so many others here, that he's just pissed because he has to deal with the bitchy, moody 16-year-old who only gets joy out of other people's pain. He's got to deal with her solo now while he's trying to catch up on a shit ton of work.
Here's the only way she gets to come on this trip. If dad comes and is solely responsible for her, she doesn't interact with the rest of the group during the day. and then you decide if taking her on the trip was the right call. That's how I would play it out, if that's what he wants. But he needs to be responsible too. You don't just get to come in and say you're the asshole for not taking her on this trip that she said she didn't want to go on.
Yeah.
And then and just shit on you because you're not taking her with you. I wouldn't. No. You need to show up and work too if that's what you want.
Yep. Well, he's got to be aware that she said no multiple times.
I agree. I think he knew it was happening, but he didn't know for sure. And then he's like, wait, what? She's going to be with me for a week? Hold on. I didn't sign up for this.
No.
Yeah.
Do you mean the eye of Sauron will be upon me and only me the entire time?
Yeah.
I do not like this idea. I do not like it, brother.
The eye of Sauron, that's a teenagers in general are just, finding their way, and they typically involve shitty behavior. And I tolerate it to an extent, but there's a threshold where it crosses the line, and I tolerate it to an extent because I was a teenager and I know what I felt and I know how I acted. And I came out on the other side, but this is a line for me. This is too far. What faces are you making?
I'm
back
not
there?
making any
What
faces back
are you
here
making
at all.
back
I'm
there?
not making any faces. I'm not making. What? I'm not making any faces. Gonna play the role of the moody teenager here. Man, yeah, I get it. This is a difficult situation to be in as a parent. Like if you've got somebody who only finds joy in other people's pain, that's a recipe for a lot of pain and a recipe for culture shock when she is out in the real world. However, I think we can all kind of examine our lives and probably identify a couple of these people, right? We know what these people go into the real world and become, and they do not change. They cycle through people, like they cycle through connections a lot with a great frequency because no one wants to stick around with someone who only causes pain for them. Ellen says, I wonder if the divorce was messy, if that could play into only being happy when they're miserable. It's possible. There's got to be something there. Something. All right, we'll dive into the next story. Well, actually, we hit the bolt goal, so we'll talk about that for a second. We already got Candy Thunder up here.
I can come tell Navy.
Okay, she's going to come tell a Navy story. But let's get into giving some love here with the pink girly phone that is clearly mine. Bailey Chapman, Charlotte Arnold, A.K. Mary, Daniela Zani, Misfit Mama 2, Anise Moon, Anna Hartman, Melanie J96, Tony Spark, Olivia and Sons, Crystal Stockman, Elise Koch, Nicole Trujillo, Violet Green, Mama Says So, Pug Abuelita, Droshko, Candy Thunder, Mama Silver, Shav and her girls. It's Shav or Shave? Shav? Shav and her girls, Real Broad Zuba, Mags Amazing, Adventures with Pam, Queen Bee, Annie Butcher, NB the G, Cheryl Frazier, Susan McMurty, Mama Kitty, and Brecker, J. Doris, Sent _ Amanda Lee, words are really hard today, Cameron Coker, Krista Museum Girl, Ada Pack 7, Ms. No, and Rose Madrigal. La Familia Madrigal. Okay, let me get the next one set up real quick, and then we'll get Candy Thunder up here and let her tell you a Navy story. Navy, the little tyrant. This next one is going to unlock a Tony Spark appearance and a spicy story. Tony Spark, spicy story. Not a spicy Tony Stark. Spark, necessarily. Gosh dang, words are hard.
None, Ann.
None?
She said, what days are words not on?
That's true.
Me too, girl.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is. You know her, you love her. You just saw her, the wonderful Candy Thunder. I'm going to drop this down for you for just a moment.
Oh, thanks. Okay. So this is not like the happiest. Well, it's funny, but it's not the happiest Navy story. So you all know that she's sick. She's been sick for a long.
87 years.
This is her third or fourth round of sickness since August, and this one has lasted for a long time. So her doctor wants to draw blood and just check everything and find out if it is mono, or just really what's going on. So they send us to the hospital to get blood drawn. And yeah, shirt's very cool. And so we go to the hospital to get blood drawn because that's where our pediatrician's office sends us to the lab there. So I know it's going to be a shit show. Dusty went and picked up, Kieran and Brady and came back to meet me there. The wait was really long. So we go in and the first girl said, she couldn't find, her veins were too small. She did try to stick her and it was an utter shit show. So they asked if the Mercy staff would do the labs on their side because they also had to do the nasal swab to find out what was going on. She did test positive for flu. So we do have an answer, but they still want the blood work because she's been sick so often. But so we go into the Mercy side to get these labs done. And Navy, she has a backbone. You guys know this. So she doesn't want to go back in the room, obviously, because they touched her with the needle. And so she goes back in there and I sat down with her again and she starts screaming at the top of her lungs and yelling. And she's yelling at the nurses to not even look at her. Don't touch her. Don't even look at my hand. Because, they're checking the backs of her hands, the bends of her arms. And I know it sucks. Like, we hate it. It's awful. But again, we have to, and I tried to explain to her, your blood has answers and we have to understand what's going on. And she doesn't give a flying fuck, really. And so she starts reverting back to toddler, what did she say? She was like,
"Get me off this island."
No. That's for before that. She started saying toddler babble, which sounded an awful lot like "fuck you" to the people who were looking for her vein. And then she says, "I only love my mommy and daddy. Don't even look at my hand. Don't touch me." And then she raises both arms and says, "Somebody get me off this island," because it's one of those big chairs that you sit in to get your labs done. And the people. Everyone is laughing at that point because she said, "Get me off this island." And they did. They stopped. They did her nose swab, which she was fine with, by the way. But they did not draw any blood. So we have to go back and try again. But the fact that she said, "Somebody get me off this island," it was like she was in I don't even know where she got this from. But oh my gosh, it was the funniest moment to end all of this chaos because we ended up being at the doctor and the hospital for 4 hours. So. Like Love Island, yeah. She's like, "I'm not in the mood. This is not happening." Survivor, yeah.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And why do toddlers turn into this heater just instantly that they're pissed? She's just instant heat radiating off her body. And I'm like, so I'm sweating. He's sweating, he's holding her arm for the lady. And oh my gosh, it was a show, a show to end all shows. Okay, maybe Brissa can give us some feedback on a good way to handle it.
Brissa, yeah.
She said she used to be a phlebotomist.
Oh my gosh, it was a shit show. That's a fact. And also, since she has been sick, and especially the past couple of days, kids just get mean. They get mean when they don't feel good. They either get super cuddly and they're like, I just want love and I just want to be comfortable and want my person. Or they get mean. And I've been calling her a little Napoleon. Okay. She's been running around barking orders at everybody, just being very bossy and very, very mean. So
somebody said, did they bribe her with stickers and lollipops?
They did.
She wouldn't accept them.
Yeah, they tried the stickers and the lollipops. And just no.
She wouldn't even take them with
her. No, she might have been possessed during that time. She's like, "Your mother's in here." And she's head spun around, green vomit. It was the works. It was not fun. It was not fun, Sam. I did not enjoy it. Okay, we'll dive over to our next story here, ladies and gentlemen. Anger from inside out. Yeah, pretty much. Good gravy. Gift goal. We are at 60 of 2K on the finger hearts right now. And again, that's to get Tony Spark and a spicy story going on up here. I've got the sinusy gunk.
Make you some tea.
Yeah, I did a honey herbal tea earlier, and it did help. My throat's been getting nasty. Ugh. Hey, there's Dusty with yet another story for you. This one is actually from the Dusty Thunder subreddit, heyo, and is titled, "Am I the astronaut for making my entire office jealous after they forgot to include me in the group lunch order again?" This one's kind of petty.
No.
I had to. We gotta. Is this from someone in this office?
No.
Okay.
Unless Candy Thunder wrote it.
So being on the Dusty Thunder subreddit, OP, if you happen to be in chat and you want to claim your story, you know what to do. Let's dive in. Oh, actually, we got to do the poll. Yep, sorry. Forgot about that. Here we go. Poll has started. Am I the astronaut for making my entire office jealous after they forgot to include me in the group lunch order again?
NTA.
I'm going NTA as well.
Because I know what it's like to be left with half a pasta.
Oh my God, are you serious?
All right. Let's just calm down.
Hey, we always order things to share, and I just ordered for both of us. It just happened to be a very small amount of pasta. She said it was week 4. I needed more. I'm like, well,
Oh my god, I'm gonna get that on a shirt.
it was week 4.
I needed more. And then underneath in small letters, food.
Need food. NTA is running away with it here. I think in general, here, yeah, that makes sense. If you get left out, right, like you can order whatever you want. I'm interested to see what the order was that made them jealous. It's like the ultimate feast from Red Lobster shows up and just got like crab claws and all kinds of stuff going on there. 94% went NTA. You know, we got some strong feelings about food here in this chat. Strong feelings. All right. I-27 female have been dealing with a petty but annoying situation at my office. Every Wednesday, someone collects orders for this amazing local pizza place that doesn't deliver. They make the best pizzas in town. Wood-fired, fresh ingredients, the works. The catch is they require a minimum of 5 pizzas for a takeout order. That is a weird minimum for not even delivery, takeout. Like, what? Okay. I'm getting lost. That's not the point, but still. What? For the past 3 months, I keep getting forgotten when they take orders. It started when I had to change my lunch hour to 1 p.m. instead of noon because of the project meetings. Every week I put my order in their shared Excel sheet, and every week every week I put my order in their shared Excel sheet, and every week they somehow ordered just before I added it, or didn't see my entry. Here's the kicker. I literally sit right next to Kevin, 31 male, who collects the money and places the order. He has to physically turn his back to me to avoid seeing me. Last Wednesday was the last straw. I heard them all planning the order, watched Kevin collect the money. My name was definitely on that spreadsheet, yet somehow when the food arrived, no pizza for me. Kevin's response, "Oh, sorry, must have missed your name again. We already hit the minimum order though." So today, I decided to be petty. I called the pizza place first thing in the morning and spoke to the owner, explained the situation, and asked if I could place a single order for pickup if I paid a little extra. He laughed and said he liked my style and agreed. When everyone's pizza arrived at 12, I waited. Then at 12:55, right before my lunch, I walked in with a pizza that smelled divine. The owner had made me a special off-menu item with truffle oil, prosciutto, and buffalo mozzarella. The entire office could smell it. Suddenly, everyone was asking where I got it since they thought this place had a 5 pizza minimum. I just smiled and said, "Oh, I have an arrangement with the owner now. By the way, he says hi, Kevin." Now half the office is mad that I went behind their backs to get special treatment, and the other half is mad at Kevin for excluding me all this time. Kevin is especially angry because apparently some people have now asked him to be removed from the order coordinator role. My pizza was delicious, but there's definitely tension in the office now. Worth noting that 3 people have already asked me for my pizza connection for their own orders. Am I the astronaut for escalating a petty pizza situation? Hell no, you're not. We got this one right, folks. NTA. NTA. Nah, what's Kevin's fucking problem? Huh? This sounds like a personal issue. Kevin's got some kind of personal beef with you. Like, this is intentional. You said it yourself. He has to physically turn his back not to see you. He knows that your order was on there. He was missing your name, your order, to be a petty B. Don't be a little B, Kevin. What's your problem? And you know what? the pain he's experiencing right now. He's all pissy because people are saying that he needs to be removed from this role of being the order coordinator. Good. You don't deserve that right, sir. You don't deserve the right to place the order for other people's food, to be in charge of this, which somehow he gets off on having this weird power. Otherwise, he wouldn't be pissed off. Personally, I'd be like, fine. I don't want to deal with having to dick with all this stuff and calling the place and going to get... I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Good, release me from this. But he gets off on it. He's got some kind of strange freaking power-hungry pizza hunger. I don't know. Why would somebody want this? MJ, member for 10 gosh heckin' months, is NTA, pizza. Dude, it's Nikki, member for 7 months, says, OP gets the fuck around and find out award. Kevin is the male version of Karen. Hey, yo. Michelle says, can Kevin fight? Asking for myself. Dragon Lady, yeah. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? Yoko, I think Kevin was more mad that he got bested at the pizza game. I don't think it's control, right? And maybe in this kind of office setting, maybe that's like the only one-up you can get is somehow having some kind of control. Does she turn Kevin's advances at some point? Nicole asks. Could be. So OP. Oh, have we seen OP in chat, by the way? Shavannah. Kevin's only flex is the order person. That's it. That's all I got. But at some point, we have not seen OP. At some point, something happened that made him a petty little bee. And this was the only power that he had. And somehow, it sure looks like all of this was orchestrated so that he could take out some kind of revenge on you. Well, he had his fun. That fun has come to an end. Oh my gosh. Kevin's the daughter from the last story. He enjoys other people's pain. Enjoyed your frustration, OP. And I bet to at least one person, he bragged about this. He bragged about this petty game he's been playing and being able to screw someone over. But now it's a different ball game. Ellen says OP should share this in the office. Play it super loud on his lunch break while eating pizza. You're a bitch, Kevin. Put down that pizza slice. You don't deserve it, Kevin. Ooh, OP. You know how we do petty here. Next time they place a pizza order, assuming that he hasn't been removed from this role yet, and he places the order, or even if he doesn't, if he's involved in that order at all, use your connection with the pizza joint owner and make sure his pizza is not good. Put something nasty on it. Or make it like extra spicy or something. You know what I mean? Maybe a laxative can be involved. Make it nasty. That'll be the ultimate fuck you, I win. No matter how you slice it, Kevin's a little bee. Keep up the gig, Ellen. Keep it up. Just forget about it. Make it disappear. Risa dropping the $5 super on the YouTube side says, I want custody of my son. My ex can suck it. Hey, Risa. Look at you. Heck yeah. All the vibes, Risa. All the vibes. Jasmine. Then you hear Kevin screaming in the background, I can't stop shitting. Oh, that would be so great. I mean, look at it this way, OP. How many times? You said this has been going on for what, months? 3 months. Okay. So if you, in one swing, were going to be able to do something to make up for 3 months of this bullshit, what would go on that pizza? Tell me, chat. What would you put on that pizza? What's up, Candy White? Haley, damn it, now I want pizza. Well, not the one we're getting ready to describe. What would be on there? Duck, anchovies? Some people like those things. MJ Newcomb dropping the 20 bomb over on the YouTube side. Thanks so much for the love. Nothing. Empty box. It was spicy as hell. Topping number 1. Shit. Jasmine. Pineapple. Something he hates. Oh, there you go. Okay, so OP, you sit next to him. You know what his order normally is. You probably know what he really doesn't like as well. Go that route. Go that route. Not the freshest of ingredients, Loki. Not the freshest. Definitely don't get into any allergies or anything. Shit. A confetti cannon.
YouTube goal.
YouTube goal hit. Look at that. Ghost pepper. X-Lax and Ghost pepper. Yeah. Don't actually do this, OP. We wouldn't advise you to do anything that would get you any kind of in any kind of legal trouble. But or here you go. Instead of tampering with his food, use your connection with the owner and make sure that every time they place a group order, make sure you explain like what his pizza always is. I'm assuming he always orders the same thing. They need to forget that pizza in the order every time. Fair is fair. Bread and sauce. Scared me. Scared me too. Scared me too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I could hang with the ghost pepper thing. I do remember though when I was a kid, like a little kid, my dad would give me jalapenos. I think he was just trying to grow hair on my chest. Now I can't slow it down. Let me get some love shouted out here real quick before we bounce over to the next one. Bailey Chapman, Lady Tanya, Jen Marie dropping some gifts on the TikTok side. Drujo Cat, Lynette Laura, Wonder Woman, Silver, Tina Shawsey, Lynette Laura again there, Piper Netta. We're at 480 of 2K on the finger hearts. We got to get moving on that one so we can unlock Tony Spark and the spicy story. Tony Spark dropping some finger hearts there as well. Wait, out of the 480, how many of those are you, Tony Spark? Like, I'm trying. Sarah Jane, Honey Bear, MD, Bobby Joe Cross, no, and the Gosh Heckin' Fam, 15 months, heck yes. Candy White, Denise Mills, Liz Rose, Justina, Liz Rose again there, Katie, Brianna Brady, thank you guys so much, Kimmy Ann, Bailey Chapman, Lady Tanya again there, Lee Donnelly dropping those finger hearts, Lady Tanya dropping more there too, user 044509, Jasmine Harley, thank you guys so much. Lee Shavana dropping some there too, Karen Shaper Cutter 2 getting in on this. Heck yeah. Do I need new pants? I might. Never trust a fart. I'm not wearing a wedding dress, but still. God, that story. Ugh. Blech. It was the cake eating. Jasmine, the first one was... No, it was not a follower submission. It was for, direct from AITA. I'll know that. I'll tell you that for free. Bay Fox. All right, here we go, ladies and gents. We are over the halfway point on those finger hearts. You guys have picked up the slack and you're rocking with it now. Wiley Kiley just past 150 and still moving. Nita Frosted. Wendy Taylor, Lady Sprocket, Fancy Dino Penguin dropped one Hondo, Brandy Rose, Lee Donnelly, Terry Peters, Drujo Cat, Brandy Rose, Karen Shaper Cutter, you guys are awesome. Lady Tanya ended up dropping 105. Heck yeah. Thank you so much. Here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty with yet another story for you. This one from AITA-H is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Refusing to Hire a Kosher Catering Company for My Wedding? Yeah, I don't really know where to go with that one. Let's restart. Poll has started. Am I the astronaut for refusing to hire a kosher catering company for my wedding? So, assuming this is two different cultures being married together, so it's going to be a multicultural wedding. Oh man, heck, I don't know. I'm not cultured enough to be able to make an informed decision here, ladies and gents. It's their wedding, they get to pick. True. Reminder, do not spoil if you know how this story goes. You'll put yourself at risk of being muted. We don't want that. We'll go with you here. I'll go with the NTAs. your wedding, your choice kind of thing. However, I feel like it could go a different direction. Kosher or halal is for religious purposes. 39% went NTA. It is a little spread out, though. We'll see. Throwaway, I, 28 female, am getting married in April. My brother, 34 male, reached out about the catering because his girlfriend, Jessie, 37 female, is Jewish and needed a kosher meal. Okay. It's not bride or groom. It's brother's girlfriend. That's an important distinction. I was fine with that. We had guests who had nuts, dairy, and gluten allergies, so I just added it into my list of special meals to add. When I told him what I planned on having for appetizers, dinner, and dessert, he got upset, saying that what I chose wasn't kosher. I was confused because I planned on having a specific meal for Jesse, and he said that won't work because it's not just about the food, but how it's stored and prepared. If the catering company I chose wasn't kosher, then certain foods would be stored together, prepared at the same time, served at the same meal, etc. He basically told me that I'd have to hire a catering company specifically for kosher meals and change my entire reception meal plan. Brother, this is your girlfriend going to your sister's wedding. Are you not getting any red flags of your own right now? Brother. I'm not doing that. I plan to have seafood. I plan to have a seafood bar, which is a big no-no for kosher diets, among several other foods I couldn't have at my wedding anymore. Just about every food I planned, all my favorites, I wouldn't be able to have. Plus, I looked into it, and a catering company like that would raise my catering bill by thousands. I told my brother I was sorry, but I wouldn't do that. He got angry, saying that I'm purposely excluding his girlfriend. And when I suggested she bring a separate meal instead, he got even more mad, saying that it was horrible of me to expect that of her. I think they're being ridiculous. Why should I change the entire menu that I was so excited about for my wedding into something I don't even like for my brother's girlfriend? Why would I fork over an extra $3,500 for food I don't want just because she doesn't want to bring a Tupperware bowl of food to the reception? My brother said that I'm prioritizing superficial things over family, which honestly made me laugh because he's been dating his girlfriend for 4 months. She's not even family. He had to throw a fit to get her invited to our wedding because he didn't even know her when the RSVPs went out. I haven't even met her, and I am expected to change so much about my big day for her. Am I the Astronaut? Edit. I didn't think about having a meal delivered from another restaurant, but a big part of the issue my brother is presenting is that there would be non-kosher foods at the wedding still. Yeah. You know what? I feel like this is the perfect moment to test out something new that I made. Let's hope it works. Oh, what's this? What's happening? Audacity level 100 achieved. Brother, you have achieved level 100 in the Audacity game. Your girlfriend has as well, and you acting as some kind of friggin' douche canoe mouthpiece on her behalf. Like, you being willing to go to bat for this? For your sister's wedding, for this girl that you've known for 4 months, is bananas. BANANAS. How is he not getting red flags here? I don't understand. How does he see that this is logical in any way, shape, or form? And he says OP is choosing superficial things over family. Well, it's not him. It's his girlfriend. You can't use the family argument. Sorry, buddy. Like, you think the only way you're going to get lucky that night is if your sister changes her entire wedding and pays thousands of extra dollars. You know what? It sounds like you're going to be a bit of a party pooper at this wedding. Don't bother coming, you piece of kosher shit. I mean, seriously, OP, at this point, I wouldn't allow him to come to the wedding anymore. He's causing this big of a stink, and it's not even the wedding yet. Like, anybody who has a greater than 0% chance of stirring up shit at your wedding doesn't get to come. I'd say there's quite a bit bigger than 0% chance that he's going to stir up some shit. Wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you think so? You guys like the audacity? The audacity animation? Real broad, bro's trying to get some. Like, come on, man. Wait for your own wedding to do this shit. You can have a kosher buffet for your own wedding. It's not going to happen here. He's using the girlfriend as an excuse, Wonder Woman? I don't know. I mean, how can that be the case? Because he isn't Jewish. And prior to this, kosher wasn't even a thing for him. So either she's got him by the sack and he's just, yes, ma'am, doing everything that she wants him to do, or being over catering, trying to persuade, or maybe he talked to big game here and he's like, oh, I'll call my sister and the whole thing will be kosher before sundown. Watch. Trying to show off, right? And that did not go well. Did not go well. You're uninvited. Here, I'll show you that animation again in case you missed it. So is the brother converting? Possibly. After 4 months of dating this girl. Dr. Sweets, this is giving me How I Met Your Mother vibes. Name that ex. This is a big red flag for brother. And putting myself in your shoes, OP, he would no longer be allowed to attend the wedding. And it doesn't even sound like you've met this girl, his new girlfriend. I'd be extremely hesitant about allowing somebody whom I have never met, who is already causing some drama, to attend my wedding as well. You know what I mean? Snorts. Brother Next says you must have the kosher butcher on site. Yeah, that is a red blanket. Never mind flag. There's a lot going on here. But OP, you are 100% NTA. It is redonkulous. I got to use my new Audacity animation.
For that 4-month relationship.
Yeah, the 4-month relationship. He's really going all in here. He's really going all in. You know what's going to be funny is like, what's he going to be like whenever their relationship implodes? Like, are you going to stay with the whole kosher thing? Are you back? So here's the funny thing. Brother has a different girlfriend that is a different culture every year. So if you happen to get married, you know, like next year, it would be like all Indian cuisine, right? Something, and it has to be that. I don't know if I'm getting Golden Child vibes, because I guess this wasn't pitched to like parents. Parents didn't get involved here. So I don't know. It's bonkers. David Meredith dropping the $10 super on the YouTube side. Blue Eye Nurse. Sherry Effin Maddock. Melanie. Jasmine Harley. Brianna Brady. Barnyard Carm. Leslie Ann. Melissa. Alexis Nicole. Piper Netta. Subscribe. Welcome to the Gosh Hecked fam. Candy. Chrissy Christmas. Fun fact. We waited until Tony Spark had run an errand today and then turned on the Christmas music so when he walks back in, it would be playing. And it took probably 10 minutes for him to be like, no. It was like a good 10 minutes. And he's like, wait a second. Is this Christmas music? In his best Grinchy voice. And it indeed was Christmas music. I was like, oh, sorry. I meant to play this song. And then it's Mariah with the Christmas music. Turtle Chick, H2O, Overkill Mel, Pila Sophia, Wendy Taylor, Piper Netta, Chicken Tender, that Alaska girl, Melissa, Lauren. Thank you guys so much for just disconnected. Are we good? TikTok side? Yeah. We good? Good. No, yeah, it disconnected me and then came. I don't know. That's weird. Weird. I wonder if we're gonna get the puzzle again now. Okay, wait, YouTube side, I paused for you too? Ah. Well, that's odd.
It's good now.
It's because I told a Tony Spark story. Oh, man. Okay, we're at 1580 at 2K on the finger hearts now, so we're going to bebop over to our next one. We're still working on unlocking Tony Spark into Spicy Story, but we are getting closer. We are over 75% of the way there. We're at 1580 at 2K on the finger hearts right now. In the meantime, bebopping over to this next one, and we'll dive right on. Is it a crispy Diet Coke? The people want to know.
Fuck yeah.
You caught it right before it exploded. Is it like a Diet Coke slushy? Oh, goodness. All right, here we go. Hey there, it's Dusty with another story for you. This one from AITA is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Not Doing Anything for Christmas This Year and Making My Husband Livid? Well, I don't like the sound of that either, but I'm assuming there's a good reason for it. But it's when we get into like partnership communication thing, right? It's the making my husband livid tied to the not doing anything for Christmas this year. That probably needs to be a mutual decision, does it not? It's because she played Christmas music. I don't know. This is also like I need more context thing. So I'm gonna go middle of the road. I'm gonna go 3. Should have done it differently. I'm going 3. We'll find out. Ellen, NTA. You know what? Even if there aren't kids involved, it is the lack of communication in a partnership thing that gets me this. Am I the astronaut for not doing anything for Christmas this year and making my husband livid? There's also not doing anything for Christmas can mean 100 different things too. It could mean not buying gifts. It could mean no tree, no decorations. Could mean completely anti-Christmas. It could mean a lot of things. Lady Tanya, yeah. I mean, what if all of the work for Christmas is always on her and he just sits on his ass and does nothing every year? And this year she was like, screw it. That would change things too. NTA took the cake on this one. Let's see where it's actually at. So I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids. My husband works full-time and gets an okay salary, but he's tightened the grip on spending for the past 4 months to be able to save up to go watch a football event overseas. He's literally obsessed with anything to do with football. He said he rarely ever gets to do what he wants, and so I didn't want to judge him since it's his money eventually. We discussed plans for Christmas, and he told me to handle everything since he won't be back until December 20th. He told me he had put aside money for Christmas decorations, food, gifts, kids' needs, etc. The money in total was $100. I was completely shocked. I told him $100 for an entire family's Christmas celebration was ridiculously not enough. He shrugged, saying it's all he's got, but I pointed out how he's paying for his friends and his girlfriend's travel expenses. What? Look. Okay, hold up. He told me to just take it, but I said that if he decided to leave me with just $100, then I won't be doing anything for Christmas. We had lots of arguments and could not get this resolved. He's in Qatar now. He left days ago. Yesterday, while I was cleaning, I found an envelope with the same $100 and a note from him telling me to make it work. I sent him a message that I've decided that I won't be doing anything for Christmas with this little money, period. He was livid. He just kept sending an angry message after another, calling me spoiled and telling me to stop expecting to live like I was still living in my parents' house and to stop trying to rob the kids of enjoying the holidays like the other kids. I haven't replied, but he's saying livid. I haven't replied, but he's livid, saying that I'm punishing him for going and trying to guilt him using his own money. Okay, hold on.
Get on, baby. Just kidding.
This guy sounds like a real piece of shit. If you can say, look, I'm not going to be here for Christmas. I'm not going to be here. Wait. When was he getting back?
22nd.
He won't get back till the 20th. Look, he spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to pay for not just his travel expenses to go to an entertainment event. It was entertainment. It was not a work trip. This was not a medical necessity. This was not a necessity. This was an elective. He chose to spend at least 10x what he left behind to make work for Christmas. And there's like, if $100 was all you guys had for Christmas, and that's all that you had, like that's one thing. And there are families that have to make that work, right? That's one thing. But that wasn't all there was. He just took 99% of it to do something fun for himself. And guess what? He values his buddy and his buddy's girlfriend more than your family. Fucked up, huh? He values them not just a little bit more, at least 10x more than your family. And then you stay home with the kids, right? Okay, you're a stay-at-home mom. If you are a stay-at-home mom, and this is an arrangement that you guys have agreed to, there is no my money, your money, because your job is an unpaid gig. He chose to be the breadwinner so you could stay home. That means it's all yours together as a unit. Him saying that you are using his money against him as some kind of punishment for going. Wait, I'm sorry. You're his captive at home with no resources to make anything fucking work at all. Meanwhile, he hopped on a jet to fucking Qatar to watch a soccer game with his buddy and his buddy's girlfriend and paid for all of their shit. Buddy, fuck you. You're gonna be lucky if you come back to a family for Christmas. You're gonna be lucky if you come back to anything other than divorce papers under the fucking tree. Speaking of, I know it's just $100, but there are plenty of attorneys that will take that to start with. Get you some divorce papers, OP. This is where being the captive, though, gets a little bit tricky. You got no resources. You're gonna have to start somewhere. This is abuse. And this guy doesn't deserve to have a family, doesn't deserve the title of father or husband, and has all but chosen to redact those titles from his life. He cares more about the football/soccer team and physically being there to watch them. Like, look, watching games on TV is one thing. If he is sacrificing your family's Christmas so that he and his buddy's girlfriend can go watch a game, he's got a fucking problem. This stinky, oily, hairy piece of shit is a big ol' LASCON 1. Not just that. He gets that. And I'm going to use this again. Like, the audacity to do this and then be like, you're just trying to use my own money against me. Tell you what, buddy. Stay in Qatar. Stay. Just stay there. No point in you coming back. Not at all. Candy Thunder's over there stretching. Like, I could tell you really want to jump up here and say something. You're like, getting myself ready. Come on up.
No.
Come on up, Candy Thunder.
Stretching out my tired.
I just can't imagine. I can't imagine doing something like this and at no point being like, wow, I'm a real piece of shit. Like, I try pretty fucking hard every day to be a good husband and a good father and a good human being, and I still feel like I'm a big piece of shit most of the time. How does this guy not feel like a big piece of shit? I don't understand. What do you think?
I think that the first time somebody does something like this, they feel like a piece of shit, but they push it down and then they do something else. And every time they do something else incredibly selfish, it works up to they no longer feel like shit, and it just becomes who they are, and a narcissist is born. Every time the bell rings, a narcissist gets its wings. A narcissist gets its, I don't know. So I think we can all say it. Like, he took his girlfriend on this trip, right? His buddy, his buddy's girlfriend. hubby, hopefully ex-hubby soon, and ex-hubby's girlfriend, who went on this trip. Not his wife, not his kids, not doing something for his family that he chose to have. He's fucking cheating. Like, that's a clear as day. Like, you don't do this to somebody. If you care for them, if you love them at all, you don't do this to somebody. And everybody knows, like, no matter where you are in this world, $100 isn't going anywhere right now. Like, it's not getting you anything. This isn't even going to buy the food while he's gone. Like, that's, like Caden said, it's going to fill up the upper cart of the upper basket of your cart or your buggy. That's about it. That's what you're going to get for $100 right now. And to leave that for his family and tell them to make it fucking work. I would rather be in a shelter than be at my house waiting for this man to come home. I would rather be, he said, quit acting like you're at your parents' house. Go back to your parents' house. I would grovel to my parents if that was what needed to happen in order to let me stay there. I wouldn't have to. They would take me in a heartbeat. I mean, I would never have to leave.
Wasn't already making plans here?
Or go back.
Yeah. He 100%.
I don't want a lot for Christmas.
But more than $100. No, and it's just the simple fact that you know that that's not enough money. He knows that. And how many thousands of fucking dollars did he spend to go do whatever it is that he wanted to do? Yeah, but he did it because he doesn't love his family. He doesn't love his wife. Because even if you didn't love them, but you even had a little bit of respect, you wouldn't do this to somebody. But he feels nothing for his family, which means that he's cheating and he's turned it off because he doesn't want to feel it anymore. Because when you feel it, that's when you get remorse and that's when you feel regret. So if you shut it all off and fly off to somewhere else, then you don't have to worry about it.
You know how at some sporting events you can
Dollar Tree dinner.
You can have a message displayed on the screen during the game, like during in between periods and that kind of thing.
I'm leaving.
That $100.
Use your $100 for that.
Yes, would be a great way to send that message and be like, "Don't bother coming home, you stinky piece of stringy, oily shit." If it's by the letter, maybe leave out some of those words.
Here's your Christmas dinner. It's divorce papers. Enjoy. And here's a shitty pecan pie. Enjoy.
Shitty pecan pie.
Yeah, we all know there's shitty pecan pies. There are shitty ones.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I hope.
Ain't nothing worse in this world.
I hope it's like pecan pie, but somebody put those bitter walnuts on the top. Yeah. That's what I hope he gets. I don't know. That's like, I'm not very good at being petty. I'm not very good. I don't know.
That's okay, honey. You just keep staying on that track, all right? You just stay right there. You stay right there on that track.
Hope somebody puts walnuts in your pecan pie. That's my idea of revenge. I'm sorry.
Lady Sprocket, if I worked at the stadium, I'd do it for free. Yeah, I'll reach out to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody.
I mean, but she's being abused. Like, if you choose to have one partner stay home and one partner work, you don't get to lord money that you earned over their fucking head. Like, it's disgusting. It's vile. It's inhumane to do that to somebody else. When you guys chose to be married, you chose to start a family, and you chose to have one of you stay home because, let's face it, 3 kids in daycare. Well, I don't know their ages. She didn't reveal that, but 3 kids in daycare is fucking outrageous anywhere you live.
That's around $100.
Yeah. Yeah, right. He probably
$100 should cover it.
He probably, I mean, I hope that she can go back home to her parents. I hope that that's an option. But like I said, if this was me, I would rather be in a shelter than be waiting for this man when he came home. And he's going to make divorcing him a fucking job. Like, getting away from this man is going to be work.
Yeah.
It is not going to be easy because he's going to, but I hope you get half of everything he has, honestly.
I have a feeling that ain't going to be much, because if he's obsessed with this team, he's probably blown the majority of it going to watch this team in different places, right?
With his girlfriend, no less, I'm sure. Right. Somebody said it's $100 to rekey the house. $100 will change the locks at home.
There you go.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Fucking get him changed and do not let him back. I mean, it would only work for a little bit, but at least the message would be clear. So tape the divorce papers to the door and change the locks. That's what I would do. I don't understand where people get off treating other people like dirt on the bottom of their shoe. I don't get how you can exist in this world and just bring about more hate and disgust and do vile things like this. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. Just fucking stop it. Stop treating humans like they're garbage, because it's, you know what? Just stop treating anything like it's garbage, okay?
What
Animals, human.
Garbage?
The trash is trash. He's trash. I'm fucking sick of it. Like, honestly, it's just like, and it's happening so much, and I'm fucking sick of it. I don't want to know these people, right? Exactly. If I did know this person, her kids would have a Christmas. But since I don't know this person, the kids at like Navy school and the presents there, those kids are going to get a Christmas. But if I did, lady, I got your back. And again, we don't know if this is true, so I do want to preface that when people post on Reddit, like with the GoFundMe's and stuff, like we don't know. But there are so many ways that we can make a difference, and shelters, people like shelters need help. Shelters need Christmas presents. They need money. They need like things that we can think of. So if you can help, that's where I would start.
Yep. That's it. Candy Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. We do need some mod love on the YouTube side. I don't know if anybody's manning that side. I just don't understand. I don't understand how a father and a husband can do this and view himself as a father and a husband and expect people to just take it. And like chat was saying, he's obviously exhibiting a lot of regret, right? He regrets being the sole provider. He probably regrets being a father. He regrets, like, he's trying to live it up now. Well, sorry, buddy. You don't get to do that and still be a father and still be a husband. You're giving up those titles. You can't sacrifice your family so you can relive your fucking glory days or whatever you feel like you missed out on. It does not work like that. Your first duty is to your family, and you have failed. And hope you pull your head out of your ass real quick, but I'm guessing that's not going to happen. Guessing it ain't. Oh wait, what was the question here? The question for this one was, am I the astronaut for not doing anything for Christmas this year and making my husband livid? Very different situation than the title insinuated here. No, it's NTA. It's way deeper than that, though. Way deeper than that. And you're in a shit situation. It does not, you know what though, from this OP, I do not get the like I'm helpless and I'm cornered vibe. So either this is something that is new that is starting, or she's got a good support network and isn't going to put up with this shit. And I hope that's the case. Either way, I hope she's got a good support network. Many men think that they want to have children, then reality hits them too late. Well, TFB, too fucking bad, man. It's like you gotta be a dad. Oi, we're at 102% of the shares goal already, y'all. I saw that celebration happening over there. Also, we have unlocked the Tony Spark and a spicy story. Let me give some thanks for that real quick. Can I get a phone for gifter thanks here? Glove your love, then, Angel. Glove your love. In particular order here, leading the board on this one, Wiley Kiley. Hell yeah, more than double. On number 2 spot, Fancy Dino Penguin, which is more than double the next spot, and down, like you guys knocked it out of the park. Wiley Kiley and Fancy Dino Penguin, thank you so much for the love. Also, Lady Tanner's Overkill Mill, Bailey Chapman, Wendy Taylor, Janice C 2014, Dilly Pickles. We've got Gravy. Sorry, trying to read it. Gray-eyed misfit. I'm a gray-eyed misfit. I can't read. Pipernetta, Violet Green, God's Blessed Wonder Woman, ERE Mama, Bith Yoda. Tony Spark, do you know what Yoda sounds like? I know you've never seen Star Wars, but do you know what Yoda sounds like? Okay. We've decided that Patrick Mahomes we need to make a Yoda version of. It would be amazing. A.K. Mary, Carmelita J, Jean Reed, Mel Worth, Elise Koch, Hello Kimmy, Adventures with Pam, Lady Sprocket, Shavner Girls, Tony Spark, Olivia and Sons, Blue Eyed Nurse, Crystal Stockman, Frost Edged, Real Broad Zuba, TKP Nurse, Alexis Nicole, Mama Silver, Lillian, Droshko, Hoorn, For the Love of Bob Marley, Love My Family, Sherry Medic, Mama Says So, This Guy You Know, Andy Butcher, Drujo Cat, Susan McMurty, Sassenach, Storm, so it won't show me the rest of it. Sassenach, which is also Sassy Chaos. We've got Sass Summers, Natalie and Kansas Kitty, AITA Pack. You guys are amazing balls. Thank you so much for the love. I'm gonna get the next one set up here shortly. This is going to unlock a spicy story and Candy Thunder feedback. What is going on over there? I don't understand. You guys are doing some kind of choreography.
Yeah, it's called joy, happiness, optimism.
Exercise.
Okay. I wish our BTS cam was behaving,
Just
and
go. Like you're happy.
I'll let you do that here in a second.
You gotta.
No, I'll let you do that here in a second. I'll let you showcase that to chat. Spicy story, candy feedback is what we're gonna unlock. You just unlocked Tony Spark and a spicy story, so we got multiple spicy stories. If I could spell, we'd be rocking and rolling here. Okay, we are going for 150 paper cranes. That is gold. Paper crane. Pinning that real quick, and let's get him up here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Spark.
What's up, peeps? How's everybody doing? Oh, did you show me? Oh, these are for the other thing. Oh, we can do that later. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Cadence looks like he's scared.
You gotta fill him in.
Okay,
It's supposed to be joy.
You gotta fill him in.
so Candy is got this new happiness and joy exercise. So everybody, all you Dusty Thunder people, stand up from your desks, from your couch, from your chair. We're gonna all do this together. Everybody stand up. If you're at work, don't worry, they're not going to look at you for very long. They're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? But then they're going to be jealous and want to try this too. Has anybody seen, is it Grey's Anatomy where they do that at first, or is it another show where they do the Superman pose thing? I know they do it in, it's Grey's Anatomy, right? Where they do the Superman pose thing and you're supposed to like do this and you feel like, it makes you like feel like you can do anything, right? So Candy has got this new thing today that she decided she goes, it's joy and happiness and optimism and whatever. And she goes, you just go, ha! Like that.
You have to say the word.
What?
Joy.
Oh, I didn't know you had to say joy. You go, joy! And you just go like this. So everybody stand up from your desks, your chairs, your couches, your toilets, wherever you're watching Dusty Thunder from today. And everybody just go, joy!
Joy!
Yeah, and Cadence looks like he's scared. You can do it laying down if you want to. You just throw your arms back. You got to do this whole thing.
If you stand, you feel it too.
If you stand, you can feel it all the way through, and you just be like, joy. So we told Caden to do that, and he was kind of like,
Joy! But Tony,
You're like trying to jump scare somebody. Caden just did this. He goes, joy. It's like you're not like Sully in Monsters Inc. You're not trying to scare somebody. Like what is? Like you just joy. I don't know. Anyway, how was your daily dose of Tony Sparks stupidity for today?
I just hit the window. We're not responsible for us.
Joy, you say ow.
Oh, sorry.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Somebody get me off this island. Anyway.
I'm in the truck, Kitty Cat Queen says.
Well, safety first. But I mean, what bad could happen to you? You're your joy. So, you know, if you did that at your desk and your coworkers are looking at you, you just look at them and be like, shut the fuck up.
That's the answer.
Like I just caused an accident on the road, but I feel better.
I feel like this is like a, hey, I think I just found a clue for Reputation. There's a one piece of black confetti in this confetti cannon. I've never seen
Taylor put it there.
It's very Reputation coded.
I put it there. Happiness.
Look at this. There's no, do you see another piece of black confetti anywhere?
No.
Maybe the confetti was all black, but it changed colors because of our joy.
Is that hat made of tinfoil?
It's very Reputation coded. Just saying.
Joy.
Anyway, I hope you all have some joy now and feel the joy. And Caden's joy looked like he was scared. And then it looked like he was trying to scare somebody. Then it looked like, yeah, it's just not. But that's okay. You know, you can't always just. Uh-oh. Puzzle.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to touch the puzzle.
I got it. There we go.
He said Chick-fil-A sauce brings some joy. Yeah, so just do Chick-fil-A. I don't know.
My pleasure.
Polynesian.
Ay.
Sweet spicy sriracha. That's my
Next AITA. I did a Superman pose joy, caused a car accident in my neck. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, you guys should go follow out Tony Spark _ I posted a video the other day. And much to people's requests, it was a cooking video. I posted cooking. I posted my cinnamon rolls.
The cinnamon rolls were tasty.
I thought they were pretty good.
Very tasty.
so soft.
Don't want to toot my own horn, but they were pretty good cinnamon rolls. So if you haven't seen them, you should go follow at Tony Spark _ Go check that out.
And now cinnamon rolls sound really good.
I know they were really good. Yeah. Also follow Tony. Clowning, always clowning with this piece of black Reputation confetti. I mean, I'm just saying. You shot all these confetti cannons, and I've never seen a piece of black confetti ever.
I bet that same company must make the like over the hill, like all black confetti cannons.
Or what if it's the company that makes the confetti at her concerts, and like it's all one big confetti thing, and maybe this is like the code.
And she made sure it was going to be at the place that you were going to go to get confetti cannons.
You act like she doesn't have that kind of power. Like she could make that.
It's not a matter of power.
If she wanted to, she could.
Not a matter of power.
Listen, it's my.
Joy.
This is what gives me joy. So don't take that away from me. This is all I've got.
Just envision that piece of black confetti every time you do that joy exercise.
Candy's telling me to sit down now. She's looking at me with a very like, you're crazy face.
Sit down.
And sit down.
Be humble.
Follow at Tony Spark _
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Spark. That's the Oscar music. That's the desk rising is the Oscar music.
Understood.
Hey, Jasmine Harley, Nietzsche, Lady Tanya, Melanie, Lily Fairy, Hunter Girl, Cake the Rogue, Jasmine again there, Adrian, Drujo, Cat, all dropping some of the paper cranes plus more. There was a message on the TikTok studio. I think it was about the puzzle, but hopefully that was it. If you see anything else weird there, let me know, please. He has the best joy face. Ooh, pumpkin cookie cinnamon rolls? That sounds damn good. Damn good. So you don't like pumpkin pie, Candy Thunder, but you did have pumpkin bread today. Like pumpkin bread, just not pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I could do all that, just not the pie.
Huh.
I think it's a texture thing.
I think
Gotcha.
it might be the texture too.
That's my favorite pie ever.
Huh.
I like a little bit of pumpkin pie on the crust.
Pumpkin pie.
Caden, his joy speaking is, yeah. All right, spicy reward story number 1 coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one of these. It's spicy story time. Ooh. Here we go. Title of this one is Am I the Astronaut for Telling My Fiance My Stepdaughter Isn't Mine? Sort it yourself. I'm not even going to do a poll for this one because I don't understand. Am I the astronaut for telling my fiance my stepdaughter isn't mine? Sort it yourself. Oh, Okay. Well, you know what? That's a weird way to say it because I would think that you, OP, would be saying, and poll has started, by the way. I would think you'd be saying that, like, your kid is your kid, not my problem. Then don't say my stepdaughter. I don't know. That confused the hooey out of me. Am I the astronaut for telling my fiance my stepdaughter isn't mine? Sort it yourself. Yeah, that seems like a dick move. But. We don't know. We don't know where this is going to go. I'm going to go with a 2. Definitely shouldn't have done that. It's probably going to end up being a 1 or an NTA. One of the two. Football husband was the last story in EC. Yeah, Tony Spark came up and did his appearance and taught everybody a joy exercise. It was very interesting. Are we frozen? No? Okay. 6 seconds left on the poll here. Looks like Ask on 1 is going to run away with it. Yeah, context. Pie. What's the texture for a lot of people? 37%. Ask on 2 had 23%, and that was our next one. And then it drops down to NTA and ESH. So yeah, this could go sharply one direction or the other. Let's dive in. I'm a 27-year-old man and my fiance is 30. We've been together for nearly 4 years. I have a 6-year-old son and she has an 11-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. Up until now, we've never had any issues regarding the children. Yesterday, her daughter was set to go on a camping trip. It's probably not the same thing. Yesterday, her daughter was set to go on a camping trip for a friend's birthday where they'd be doing activities like kayaking. My fiance dressed her in a dress, and I mentioned to her that it didn't seem like the right choice for the occasion. She seemed offended and said her daughter could wear whatever she liked and that it wasn't a man's place to judge. I tried to clarify what I meant, but she cut me off saying, "She's my daughter, not yours." I took my son to a pre-planned match when my fiance rang me. It turned out to be the birthday girl's mom had told her daughter... I read that weird. It turned out the birthday girl's mom had told her daughter she couldn't go in a dress and needed to wear a tracksuit or something similar, so they didn't let her on the bus. My fiance then asked if I could leave the match early to drive her daughter to the activity center. I responded with, "Why should I? She's not my daughter, and I'm here with my son." Neither of us are talking now. I do pity for my stepdaughter, and I wasn't being spiteful. My son was looking forward to it, and it would be about 4 hours of travel. Am I the astronaut? Edit from what I get. I was a bit of an asshole. Sorry, it's hard to read. Edit from what I get. I was a bit of an asshole. She was a bigger asshole, so I'm going to try and talk it out and see what we both want. There is an update to this before we get into that. My opinion on this is that Brozo, there was no reason to play in the mud with her. You know what I mean? She got in the mud. She sank to a level where she said something shitty. Let her stay there. And yeah, I would have said no, but you could have said no. This was your decision. I'm predisposed. I can't. Instead of saying she's not my daughter, because then you are also adopting that same mentality. You could say no without being shitty. And as much as you think as you're just being shitty back to her, that's a shitty thing to your daughter as well. She could have heard that. Your partner could have repeated it. And now you've put into jeopardy your relationship with your bonus daughter. For what? To feel better about yourself because someone did something shitty to you and you needed to swing back? Was it worth the potential cost? Methinks not. ESH, but I don't think he's unjustified. Yeah, right now it's an ESH thing. Wrong time to be petty, Jasmine says. 4 hours dang is a whole move, but serves his wife right. I agree with not helping. I think he did it. I think he made his point in a really douchey way. Sadie says, as a stepmom, I'd never say that, but I've had my husband and his ex say the exact words to me. F that. The inside thoughts came out. F that. My angel, I beg your finest pardon, heifer? That should have been the response. You know what? That would have been a better response, because then you wouldn't have been playing in the mud with her about the kids. You wouldn't have put into jeopardy your relationship with your bonus daughter. Collateral damage here, right? Let's dive into the update. Telling my fiance her daughter is not mine. People wanted an update and I wanted a rant. I had a conversation with my fiance and she asked why I would say something so hurtful. I replied I was just repeating what she had said to me earlier. Then she asked if I loved her daughter and I said I did. She asked words are hard. She asked if it was as much as I loved my son and I responded almost as much. She got cranky. I asked her if she loved my son. She said no. I asked her if she loved me, and her answer was sort of. Okay, I don't know how you two toddlers ended up with kids, but this, it's like the petty Crockertons over here. She started crying, woke up her daughter, and told her they had to leave, though I hadn't told them to go. I said we could talk about it tomorrow, but she insisted, saying he doesn't want us here anymore.
Oh, God.
I told her that I never said that. Her daughter began crying and didn't want to leave, but her mother said, don't let me leave on my own. He doesn't want you. I reassured them both that they were welcome to stay. My fiance decided to leave without her daughter, and now she's not answering. When I spoke to my daughter's father, he just laughed and said she couldn't even hold off on the crazy until after the wedding. Not a surprising thing for an ex to say, regardless, right? But, okay. So you know very clearly now that this woman has zero qualms with weaponizing children right in front of your fucking face. Like right in front of your face, being like, he said he doesn't love you and he doesn't want us here anymore. And like, I literally didn't say that. She was looking for any kind of ammo here, man, and you gave it to her. She was going to find it regardless. So I don't think it would have mattered what you said. But she's the only one who's allowed to play in the mud, apparently. She could dish it out all day long. Can't take it at all. Immediately victimize herself, try to pull her daughter into it as well. And now it is an ego issue. Her ego has been bruised. She said that she didn't love your son at all and she sort of loved you. That's it. That's it. It's over. It's over. I'm sorry. If you say that you don't love my kid, like, our relationship is over. Especially because they're engaged to be married. If they were just dating for a while, like, yeah, I don't expect you to immediately love my kids. It's going to take time. This person does not give a single shit. If they have the capacity to say that they don't love your child, that is a person who will spit venom and use children and cannot be a part of anything. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 fuck yous or do. GTFO. Weaponizing the kids. She wants him to love his daughter but doesn't want to love his son. Angelique. That makes sense. Nancy, OMG, I bet she set this whole thing up. That's why she put her daughter in a dress to go to the camping party. Possible, but also I think this person is delulu enough that like they can do whatever the fuck they want. Not everybody can, only them, right? She can go kayaking in a dress because that's what she wants to fucking do. Don't tell me what to do. Seems like that kind of personality, right? And she came back with the same, she just lives in the mud. You got a real bottom feeder of a fiance or ex-fiance there, OP. I'd say you dodged a bullet here, but I can't help but think this isn't the first warning sign you should have seen. Somebody just doesn't get to this point. They don't just get to this point. And you say you haven't had an issue with the kids till now. Okay, you haven't had an issue with kids. Have you had any other kind of issues that would indicate that she had the capacity to spit this kind of venom and involve the kids? This sounds like a shitty person. Not just because she's saying things to be hurtful just to get to you. This sounds like a truly shitty person. But now she's left and her daughter's still at your house? I hope you took the time to explain very thoroughly that you do love her after her mom left and left her behind, right? I hope you took the time to explain very, very thoroughly that regardless of whatever bullshit is going on right now, that you love her and you will do your best to continue a relationship with her. Mama's going to make that as difficult as possible and probably won't allow it, period. But for this girl whose world is being ripped out from underneath her right now, like, at least while you can, be a point of stability, because your relationship might be over, but she's got to deal with this bizzo for a long time. And she needs some kind of stability right now because she's not going to be able to stay with you forever. Eventually, her mama's going to, right now, probably out looking for another guy and is going to end up finding somebody. And then she's going to show back up with this big burly dude who's going to be all threatening and shitty. And then she's going to end up having to go with them. Give her a little bit of peace while you can. Fuck all of that. Yeah. She didn't charge her brains this morning, Fembot. The ex-husband's response was perfect. It was like, wow, she couldn't even hold off on the crazy until after the wedding. And I'm guessing OP spoke to daughter's father, and maybe he's coming to pick her up, right? And hopefully they have some kind of relationship that's civil enough to be able to facilitate getting out of this shithole of a situation that they're in. But you truly dodged a bullet on this one, OP. Not ending up marrying this woman, because this would have happened whether it was a year, 10 years, 20 years down the line. Something like this would have happened, and it would have made your life much more of a living hell had it happened after you got married. Blech. Blech. So OP's question was, am I the astronaut for telling my fiance my stepdaughter isn't mine? Sort it yourself. Yeah, you are an astronaut for that. You're not an astronaut for saying no, that you wouldn't help when you had warned her in the first place, but saying that your daughter isn't mine, figure it out for yourself, was a shitty asshole move that you definitely should not have done. I know what you were trying to accomplish here, but when somebody attacks you and rolls in the mud to do it, you do not have to roll in the mud with them. And yeah, the be the bigger person argument is always going to be there. This is one of the not rare times, but one of the few times that you should really take it into consideration, because it involves kids. And you could have played in the mud and been shitty right back to her without involving the kids, and without saying that she wasn't yours, and without being that kind of shitty. There's shitty, and then there's shitty. You didn't have to go there. But she is definitely Ascon 1, Bizzo, Delulu, all the works. She's the works. And you're lucky to get away from it. I would befriend Biodad. Yeah, Ellen. Yeah. And maybe then he can have a relationship with her after the fact. After this all blows up. Yeah, just leave the kids out of it. Just leave them out. Okay. We'll dive over to our next one here. We're at 132 of 150 on the paper cranes right now. By golly, we're close to unlocking that second spicy story and the Candy Thunder feedback. We are darn close on that. Let me give some thanks for where we're at right now. Terry Peters with the paper crane, rolling with life. Miss Daisy Carm. You rolled a weird direction for me. NJ 8007, Miss Daisy. Nietzsche. Carm again there, Sherry Sosa. Twisted Usagi. Became a 17-month subscriber. In the Gosh Heckin' fam. Heck yes. Oh, holy cow. Y'all dropped it hard here. Bailey Chapman, Terry Peters. I think y'all got us there. The two of you tag teamed here, and Bailey Chapman, started the streak. Wiley Kylie jumped in there too. Michelle C, Wonder Bites. You guys got there. You're like, oh, we're close to a spicy story and Candy Thunder feedback. Bet. And just immediately knocked it out. Can I get a phone for gift names real quick, please? Heck yeah! You're right there, love. Rachel's face on that shirt. The Thanksgiving trifle shirt. Meat good. Peas good. In particular order here, we have Bailey Chapman leading the board, then Cake the Rogue, Sherry Sosa, ERE Mama, Melanie J96, TKP Nurse, Hunter Girl, Anise Moon, Catherine Forever, NJ 8007, Crystal Stockman, Adventures with Pam, Lady Tanners, Mama Silver, Delicate by Lou, God's Blessed Wonder Woman, Real Broad Zuba, Crimson Murray, Carmelita J, Paula Hogan, Janice C 2014, MB the G, She's a Hard Case, Piper Netta, Jerry Go Forth, Elise Gotch, Lady Sprocket, Druja Cat, Brannigan Minardi, Sherry Medic, and Daisy Ripple. Thank you guys so much for helping us unlock that Spicy Story and Candy Thunder feedback. The next thing we're gonna go for is a Petty Cake Story and Caden Thunder appearance. Petty Cake. I'm scared about that one. Why you gotta be petty with cake? You know what I mean? Pizza, sure. Do it all day long. Cake, why for? Tiny Tinies. You know what, Caden Thunder? We're starting this goal. It's 4:51. We're probably not going to get there in time. So, would you please come up and model the Ascon scale shirt for us here? Here, I'm going to lower this down so people can see the full design. This is model Caden.
Hello.
This is the collab shirt that we have going on with Nine Line that you can still get in on right now. Do the little spin. You know, we got to do what we did the other day. You got to do your modeling moves. Have you been working on those modeling moves?
Joy!
Your Joy sounds so violent. Scared.
It's in all honesty, it's a super like comfortable shirt. Looks clean. Like people will see you walking about just in public, and like even if they don't know what Dusty Thunder is, they'll be like, "It's a cool shirt," because it is. It's like it's really cool design. It's really good quality. It's something. He's got the 9 line patch right there. Something cool that we don't usually have available. So you know. If you know, I ordered myself a hoodie too. Like it's good. No cap right now. It's a good shirt. Yeah, like here, I'll show you the back. Check that out, my back.
Joy!
Just kidding.
Super aggressive joy. Super aggressive joy. It's like Caden and Thunder. Caden and Thunder.
Caden and
ladies and
Thunder.
gentlemen.
I'll be here all week.
My brain is foggy. Brain
Okay.
is foggy. He's our live stream model. We'll have you modeling everything going forward, Caden.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make it a thing.
If you have any rings on the hand model.
You're a hand model in the 80s. Yeah, we'll make sure we get some rings made. We got one more story for you, y'all. This is the Spicy Story you unlocked and Candy Thunder feedback. Spicy Story number 2. This is Spicy number 2. All right, ladies and gents, we got one of these for you. It's another Spicy Story. Spicy Story. Stupid turtles. All right. Title of this story is Am I the Astronaut for Not Giving My Sister My Wife's Clothes? Okay. Context sure would be helpful on this one, but we're going to play the game anyway. What do you think? 1 minute. Tell us what you think. Am I the astronaut for not giving my sister my wife's clothes? I'm going to go NTA on this. I don't know. The vibe that I got is like wife is passed and sister wants some things. And I'm like, no. Regardless, your sister's not entitled to your wife's clothes. NTA. "27 seconds left here. Start catching up on reading here. Books, Coffee, Tea, Catherine, NJ 8007, Witchy Boo Art, Jerry, Olivia Marie, Terry Peters, Adventures with Pam, Sherry Sosa, Silver, Crystal Rena, Bailey Chapman dropped 375 of those tiny tinies. Holy cow. Thank you much. 1 second, and And 159 votes went NTA. Bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. 95%. Holy cow. Let's dive in. My wife was a corporate lawyer and mediator. She had some very nice work clothes. She was diagnosed with ovarian cancer and was gone in 2 years. The last 6 months of her life were hell. My sister Sarah didn't do jack shit for us during that time. My wife never liked her. I do not like her. She is a selfish cow. At my wife's wake, she started asking about my wife's clothes, and I brushed her off. She wanted to pick out a few pieces to remember my wife by, and I ignored her. Hold up. Your wife's body isn't even cold yet, and she's trying to, like, claim her clothing? Wow, yeah, you got the selfish cow part right. It's been 6 months and I've attended my mom's birthday, but I'm still not in the mood to deal with people. Then Sarah comes asking about my wife's clothes. I told her my wife wanted me to donate them to this woman's shelter, and she often helped. It will help women in need of their own court cases, court appointments, and job interviews. My sister said my wife was even selfish in death. I asked her what the fuck did she mean, and she started going off on how my wife always thought she was better than her and how it's not fair that the clothes are going to charity and not to family. I told my sister I would rather see my wife's clothes lit on fire than on her back. My sister started crying and my mom came over to see what was wrong. My mom told me to be easy on my sister because she was talking about my wife. She was taking my... Wait, hold up. My mom told me to be easy on my sister because she was talking about my wife's death hard.
It's taking.
Okay. But then the about doesn't make sense either. So my mom told me to be easy on my sister because she was taking my wife's death hard. No, she's not. She was asking about clothes at the wake. The fucking insanity of that coming out of my mom's mouth made me grab my gift and leave. My mom acts like I had to ruin her birthday by being melodramatic, but I cannot believe their emotional blackmail towards me over fucking clothes that they have no right to. Yeah, this is pretty effed. And, let's get her up here to see what she thinks of this. The Lady Candy Thunder. Lady Thunder. Crash Boom Bang.
Joy.
Joy. Joy. Tater.
I'm trying.
Tater's fading.
Yeah, I used all my energy up on my joy exercise.
Whatever bug is going through our house, this is what it does.
Just don't take time attack.
So if something happens to me and I pass away, I will give you a list of people that do not get my clothes because I'm a petty bitch. I'm just kidding. Who goes to a funeral and asks for the person's clothing? Especially when you're not close with that person, when that person's death literally means nothing to you. She found a way to make somebody's funeral about herself, and I think that's the only thing that we need to know. Like that says it all. That describes the kind of person that she is. She saw an opportunity to get attention on herself by asking about the clothes so that she could remain connected to his wife. And then he said no. And then she further drove it home by telling her mom that she's having a really hard time coping with the death of his wife. Bitch, no, you're not. You just wanted some free clothes. And that's disgusting. Like you've given us all we need to know. We know what kind of person you are, and selfish cow fits the bill.
Driving it home with the even in death, she's selfish comment. Like,
Right.
Was your mom OP just not around for any of this kind of shit that she said? Because if she was, how the hell could she turn around and say that she's taking this hard? No, she's not.
Right.
She's just a bitch.
Or she's manipulated her mom to think that she has feelings, but
I'm sure
somebody
she
that
has.
calls somebody who passed away selfish because they wanted their clothes to go to charity is actually the opposite of selfish. Like they're the fact that she doesn't understand that, again, just tells you everything you need to know about the type of person that she is.
Yeah. She was a selfless angel. Nobody likes you.
Right.
That's the issue. The issue is that you're a cantankerous bitch. The issue is that you're abrasive as hell. You couldn't even wear my wife's clothes because you're so abrasive that they would just like fall to pieces immediately.
I wonder if she was like, is she mom's favorite? Is that why mom believes her? Or is she just good at like hoodwinking people, putting up this facade that she actually cares about others when she really doesn't.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that she isn't necessarily mom's favorite, but she needs mom's help more, right? I'm going to say that she probably lives with mom, has her ear more often, like all the time, and mom has heard her bitching about this over and over and over again. And it was probably pre-planned that she was going to have this conversation with her brother, knowing that he was coming over for mom's birthday party. They probably talked about that together. And mom probably believes that she's got some kind of worthy reason behind wanting those clothes. But
yeah, she, I really hope that your wife's clothes go to the charity that she wanted. Like, those are her wishes. Those are her things. She should get to decide what happens to those things, and to give them to people who can't afford clothes like that and need them for employment. Like, I think that's one of the best things that you could do for somebody in that position.
In court
and the
cases.
fact, the fact that sister doesn't need it but wants it because your wife had good style or whatever the case may be, or she just wants it to make it about herself. I'm stuck on that.
She's going to sell it.
She just wanted
to sell it.
Or sell it, but again, I think she wants to hold those things so that she can feel like she's a part of it. Like, so that this loss means something to her, so that out in public, she can use this as an excuse to, again, make more shit about herself. Like, that's how I see her using this, not in a way that's like, even just to make money. Like, the manipulation that if you're going to ask multiple times for somebody who's already told you no for their dead spouse's clothing, like, you have no fucks to give. Like, you're a fucking manipulative person. Like, you've got some shit going on that you need to figure out.
I would be really devious here. And if somebody had done this to me, so there's another angle here before I get into my pettiness, which is brilliant. You're going to love. She may be looking to cause brother more pain here and just wants to close to like wear when she's going to see him to remind him of his wife too, and just inflict more pain. That may be her only angle here, is control and pain, right? But if this bizzo had done this shit to me, I would start plotting a way to make her believe that my wife was haunting her ass, right? I would be like,
yes, you would.
I'd be getting as many voice clips together as I could to like piece together some threatening statements, and then I'd place an anonymous phone call. And it would be that. I'd find video clips. I would key out the background, put it on an alpha, and get a fucking mobile projector and project that shit onto her window so it looked like you were floating up there, like looking in, right? I would be petty as F
I love
to
it.
make her go crazy and think that you were haunting her. And I would do everything possible.
You know, I would be looking down being like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That shocked look when I'm standing there with the projector, projecting your ghost up onto her window, and you in ghost form actually appear right next to me, and you're just like, well done. Well done.
I didn't know he had it in him, guys. Look at that petty bitchiness coming right now.
Petty bitch level unlocked. Joy. Joy. Joy.
Oh my gosh.
It works.
Yeah.
It works. Ascon Ghoul. There it is. Also,
I love it.
Would you like to do the honors of hitting the new animation button right there for this cow?
It's too fun. I mean, we might have to have something a little more bitchy. Like, they need some,
But I like it.
It is so cute. It reminds me of Mario. Super Mario Brothers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
I wish they hit a mushroom and they grow into an Ascon one. Like, that's...
I can add some
we need a whole fucking video game, y'all.
I can add some kind
I love
of
it.
devious element to it. We can figure that out.
She gives cows a bad name. Ellen, that's perfect. I love it.
She got mad cow disease.
Yeah.
That's what's going on with this one, you know? That's
Right.
what's going on. All right, ladies and gents.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Now winded, dealing with her sickness, Candy Thunder. Gosh, we're dropping like
flies.
we are dropping like flies in the Thunder house here. It's that time of year, I guess. 'Tis the season to be merry and very sickly. That's what's going on here. Ladies and gents, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We are going to pivot over to the VIP mode here shortly, where we're going to do the Wheel of Thunder. And let me go through my actual outro notes here. Tony Spark will be proud of me. I'm actually pulling them up. The next stream is going to be a multi-stream Sunday, November 24th at 9 p.m. Central, where we're going to be on both TikTok and YouTube. Remember, we will not have a Wednesday stream next week. So, we'll catch you the Sunday after. But remember, YouTube members, we have a member exclusive live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central also, and there could be a surprise VIP live next week since we aren't doing the Wednesday live. Make sure if you're not subscribed on YouTube, you do that if you're not already subscribed on YouTube, please go do that. You will it's worth the click that it takes to subscribe on that channel. You're gonna get all of the content there, whereas only a small portion ends up on the TikTok channel here. Including all of the podcasts. There are a lot of podcast episodes available on there too. Piano Man is available on there. And there's exclusive content with the YouTube membership as well. Don't forget to check out the 9-line collab, which Caden just modeled over here. We have 2 days left to get those orders in. Check out there. You can check that out going through the Linktree link in my bio. It is the top link on Linktree, or you can go to 9lineapparel.com/collections/AskCon. They just added hoodies as well. So we've got hoodies, long sleeve tees, tailgate hoodies, short sleeve hoodies, not short sleeve hoodies, short sleeve shirts, lady shirts, shirt gumbo, shirt stew. We'll see VIPs on the VIP live coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and for being patient with us as our brains try to operate through the fog. See you next time. Or in VIP.